Hello everyone, the Army of Otters here, and welcome back to the Unexplored Mojave. Today we're going to be looking at the fort. Of course, the fort is a very famous location within Fallout New Vegas, so we're going to see what kind of secrets and maybe hidden areas it has. This was recommended to me by Tim Bro O, so thank you so much for the recommendation and for the nice comment. Now, as you can see here, we are viewing the fort from across Lake Mead at Camp Guardian. Now, the fort is a real-life location, and it is called Fortification Hill. Now, Fortification Hill is on the eastern part of the Colorado River, near to the Hoover Dam. It has a prominence of 863 feet, making this a pretty significant hill, more like a small mountain. So, mind the violence, but obviously I am not friendly with the Legion, and Caesar's Legion occupies Fortification Hill, or the fort. So since I'm siding with Mr. House, the Legion is hostile, and I have to kill all of them in order to explore this place safely. Now, interestingly here, Dale will not turn on us, even though he's a traitor working with the Legion. Now, some quick, interesting information about Caesar's Legion. Caesar's Legion is one of the main factions of Fallout New Vegas. It was founded by Edward Solo and Joshua Graham. Edward Solo has gone on to become Caesar, and Joshua Graham was ultimately punished and thrown away, essentially, for his failure at the Battle of Hoover Dam. The tribe is a very imperialistic tribe that has slavery and crucifixion, and bases itself on the ideas, of the Roman Empire. However, there's some pretty big differences between actual Rome and Caesar's Legion, of course. Now, Caesar's Legion was founded in Arizona, and they're expanding westward, where they encountered the NCR, the New California Republic, and New Vegas is in the middle of this war between Caesar's Legion and the NCR. Here at the fort, it is the main fortification for the Legion at Hoover Dam. So Caesar's Legion controls one half, the NCR controls the other half. And around the fort, there really isn't a whole lot you can do, as you've seen from me just walking around. There's a lot of crosses, a lot of soldiers, some slaves, but obviously the soldiers are dead now, thanks to, me and my companions. Now, interestingly, there's this trench in front of the fort, and I never really knew this existed. I kind of just always ignored it on all of my playthroughs. But this trench is very long, and there's even 5mm surplus in it, signifying that the Legion is prepared for some kind of conflict. Also, I found the texture here was a little bit glitched. You can kind of see where they try to sew it together, but there's a little crack. But obviously, most players probably don't go down in that trench, and I never really knew it existed. Also, I want to note the trench is very high. It'd be very difficult to look over the top of it, so I think it's just mainly defensive. Now, inside the main area, of course, we have the battle arena, and we have a lot of legionaries that we had to kill. Here we can see Rex kind of glitched out and became a flying dog. Look at Rex go. What a lad. I love him so much. And just killing a lot of Caesar's Legion. Of course, we have a lot of tents here and beds. But, there's not a whole bunch of loot here. Now, inside the main tent where Caesar is, there's a lot of guards. And they are actually pretty difficult to kill. Thankfully, they all targeted my companions, which allowed me to use my minigun in order to mow them down. But this actually proved to be a really good way to get some quick XP, so I'm glad Timbro recommended this location. Now, on Caesar's body himself, we can get Caesar's armor and a displacer glove. Now, I really wanted Caesar's armor because it's a unique armor set, obviously. I tried to set Caesar back in his chair, but I had some difficulty and just gave up. Now, inside Caesar's bedroom, there's actually a very hard locked safe. And after struggling for about 30 seconds, I was able to get it open, and I found 2,000 caps along with a T-45 power helmet, which is pretty good. Over in this tent, we have some blueprints to Hoover Dam and a lot of pre-war books. So I would like to believe that Caesar's Legion and his top generals are studying the dam, trying to learn its intricacies for the upcoming battle at Hoover Dam. But I really like Caesar's tent. I always thought it was a really cool kind of area. And with the flames and the Legion symbol above Caesar, just a really cool location. To the northwest of Caesar's tent, there's some more tents, but this is an area of the fort that I never really explored before, and there's like a little square in the fence, and then Rex decided to kill somebody, but hey, it's all good. Then obviously we have this lower section of the fort, which is kind of similar to the real-life Fortification Hill. Obviously, Fortification Hill is a mesa. It has a flat top, and we can clearly see the mesa in Fallout New Vegas. There's really cool attention to detail, and really cool how Obsidian used the real-world geography to morph and tell their story of Fallout New Vegas. Now, I leveled up during this attack on the fort. Again, I got a lot of good ammunition. Inside all of these tents, there's some decent loot as far as like anti-venom and ammo. However, it's considered stealing and negative karma to take any of it. And then we have a whole bunch of practice dummies and targets, which is pretty cool. Inside this building, which takes us down to House's upgrade area for his Securitrons, there's some more guards. However, once you've completed the quest, either in favor of Mr. House or in favor of Caesar, you can no longer access the basement area, and unfortunately these terminals over here were broken, so they have no real purpose besides being there for design. And as you can see here, the elevator door to the Securitron Vault is no longer active. And then something I never noticed before is that the wheels on the sharpening device are actually spinning. So if you come here and you're not enemies with the Legion, you will see legionaries sharpening their weapons or swords on these wheels, which I always just thought was a really cool addition to Fallout New Vegas. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Now, if you like this video, I'd highly recommend checking out my other fort video called Outside of the Fort, where we use glitches to explore the area outside of the fort, which I think is a very cool video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you have any recommendations for the next video, please post them in the comment section below. And until next time.